find your why and you'll never find your how. Find your why or you will never find your how. So this is the guide to prosperity, right? Your guide to prosperity, guys. So I'm still on I'm on module 2 now, right? So remember, this is a home study course. Okay, so this is not something that you're going to rush through because you want to apply this stuff, guys, when you get the guide to prosperity, okay? Make it sticky. When you move into your pitch, make sure the first thing your audience here, right? Your audience hears is sticky, keeping their attention. Okay, the easiest way to do this is to make a giant claim where your unique value proposition is clearly stated. Start your pitch by describing what your organization does and do it in one sentence. That sticks. Here's an example. We help business increase sales by 15% through identifying missed opportunities. This is a sticky point and memorable. All right, so this is if you are pitching yourself. You see, guys, you got to be able to promote you. The guide to prosperity. If you don't value you, how will someone else value you? Okay, having trouble coming up with a sticky point? Ask yourself, what is the one thing I want this person to remember when the pitch ends? Your claim should generate interest or suggest who is in the company would be best to contract. Your elevator pitch must hit hard and be sharp and pointed so your audience remembers it. Make big claims so it's memorable. Okay? The decision maker, all right? Here we go. $1 million a year, $83,000 a month, $19,000 per week, $2,000 per day, $279 an hour. Okay, guys, this is sweet. To get to 20 grand a week, right? That's crazy. What can you do to hit these marks? What can you sell? At what price? To how many people? Get a pitch and make it happen. What can you sell? Here's $1 million math right here. 83,000 a month. Yep, 83 and $78 per hour. You see, guys, so if you never saw this, you would never think this is attainable. This is $1 million a year if you make $278 an hour. If you make $19,203 per week. Okay, guys, this is $1 million math. These type of things that I study. Start a $1 million business, but remember, you are the business already. You see, guys, this is the stuff. Small business. Let's go. 91% of small business in America make less than $250,000. That 91% of the 28 million small businesses. You, right, just need to know the truth. The truth is that the medium income Americas, right, not doing well, right? That's just what that means. Minimum wage is not the issue. The people that are doing well are in the top 10% of the owners on this planet, period. I can go back and forth and show you the stats. Every stat indicate the same thing. So, guys, when I be talking in my videos, and I be talking about 91%, 76%, I get it right from my book of wealth, my book of knowledge. 76% of all small businesses in America break even or lose money. What does break even mean to you? Why would you start something to break even? Bloomberg says 80% of all entrepreneurs are failing within the first 18 months. Now, this is true. This is very, very true, guys. When I first got started, online, my first, I want to say 2011 to 2013, I was failing miserable because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to turn to. I didn't have a system in place. I really didn't have, a business model. I didn't have a mentor to follow. So it was just spinning your head, spinning your wheels. So if you know this, these are the things you need to know. Bloomberg says 80% of all the entrepreneurs are failing within the first 18 months. So guys, if you know this, and if you know why they are failing, right? Why would you do the same thing that the 80% of the businesses are doing that are failing in 18 months? Out of these businesses that's failing in 18 months, guys, I can guarantee they don't have a system in place. They don't have enough employees. They're not selling enough product. Okay? No cash flow, no reinvestment. You see that? Without cash flow, they can't hire people. The number one question I get here every day is, where do I find good people? No cash flows means you cannot hire good people. If a company made 250 grand a year, we'll have 3 people here. I would even be doing this myself. Don't be a small business. You must get big. Think growth. So this is why I always tell people, guys, think in expansion. Always look to expand. Right? People always want to think so small. I just want to make my money back. Then you don't want to be in business. Or I just want to get in for 500, and if I make my money back, I'm good. No, like he said, 76% of all small businesses in America break even or lose money. What does break even mean to you? Why would you start something to break even? Makes no sense. Right? It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Okay? You're not going to get pregnant just to stay pregnant. That's what you're basically saying. For people that say, oh, I just want to make my money back. I just want to break even. So you just saying, I just want to get pregnant just to get pregnant, not have a baby. And not build and not grow and not take care of the baby and not, watch the baby grow up and, not, instill great morals and great things inside the baby and the child so they can grow up. I'm telling you guys, this is why I read this stuff. I don't listen to the news. I'll be watching the news and listen to what they bullshit they got going on. This what I listen to, guys. So people will say, how you make $15,000 a month right here. All right, this is the knowledge, right? As I grow through this, guys, this whole thing, I should be at $50,000 a month, for real. For real. This is how this stuff works. This is how it works, guys. So if 80% of all entrepreneurs are failing within the first 18 months because they have no cash flow and they can't reinvest. Without cash flow, they can't hire people. The number one question that he said he get is, where do I find good people? You can't find good people if you have no cash flow. And believe it or not, a lot of the businesses that he's talking about is the jobs that people are getting hired for. So you hire these rink-dink people, these people that half-ass, these people that are not hard workers, and then they quit. Or you got to fire them and rehire people, and then you end up going out of business because you don't got good people to help you run the business. That's why I love online, guys. I can outsource this to, people, in the Philippines. Pay them $200 to do my social media. Pay them $200 to update social media, to answer, emails, to do, some of my orders in Shopify or, with e-commerce, guys. And pay them, next to nothing to do it for me, to run my business for me. Okay? So, guys, get your guide to prosperity. Start adding the wealth to your mind. Don't be a small business. You must get big. Think growth. Think growth. You see that? Think growth. Period. Okay, guys? So click on the link below. Get your guide to prosperity, guys. See you soon.